But we come here to make an announcement. Yesterday, the Senate completed action on the House-passed conference committee on the most historic financial reform bill in the last 70 years in the United States. This bill we sent to President Obama, who will be signing it in the next few days, and it's long overdue. It does several critical things that are important for the growth of the American economy and to restore our confidence in our financial institutions. It establishes transparency and accountability so that we will know what is going on in the boardrooms on Wall Street and across the United States. Second, there is a guarantee that America's taxpayers will never be left holding the bag again to bail out the biggest banks in America. Third, it establishes a consumer financial protection agency which will give consumers, families, and small businesses across America the information they need to make the right economic decisions when it comes to mortgages, student loans, the kind of critical decisions that can make a difference in a family or a business. And finally, the vision that I am proud of is going to involve the Federal Reserve, which is pictured across the street from us here. The Federal Reserve, for the first time in history, will have the authority to establish the credit card fees charged to small businesses and merchants for the use of debit cards. Now, more than half the financial transactions in America use plastic, and the major credit cards are charging merchants and businessmen a fee that they have no power over. We're going to bring the Federal Reserve in the picture to make sure the fees charged to businesses are reasonable and proportionate. Now, the last point I'll make before I introduce my colleagues is this. This should have been a bipartisan measure from the start. If we are going to change financial institutions in America to make sure that we never have a repeat of the meltdown we're going through that's created 8 million unemployed Americans and destroyed businesses across our country, we should have joined together in a bipartisan spirit. Sadly, only 3 Republicans, courageous Republicans, were willing to step forward in the Senate, only 3 of 41, to push for this Wall Street reform. If you want to know the difference between Democratic leadership and Republican leadership on Wall Street reform, it tells the story. Overwhelmingly, the Democrats stood by the president with a handful of courageous Republicans to pass this Wall Street reform. It's good for America and good for the future of our economy. I'll introduce my colleague, Senator Roland Burris, and then our Illinois Congressional Delegation will be introduced by order of seniority. Senator Burris.
Thank you, Senator Durbin, and I got a text. I will make sure that I make my points correctly.